Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's live stream with me, C1ESO, back once again with the Call of the Wild. We are on Hirschfelden still. I can't remember what I'm actually doing. I was doing missions. Right, missions that we've got to do. We've got some photo missions to do, which is going to be interesting, because last night when I tried to do photo missions, I had a bit of a problem. It's fixed today. For some weird reason, last night when I was playing, my character did not have a camera. I'm not really sure why that happened, but hey ho. So our missions are, we've got story missions, the main quest arc missions, if you like. We've got to harvest a fox down from at least 200 meters with a scoped 270 rifle. A fox with a 270. Right, okay. We've got to take a photo of Spreeberg Castle, take a photo of Old Müller, and take a photo from the top of Bondorf Hill. So, and then we've got to harvest 10 boars weighing at least 100 kilos. So we've got to get like a flipping metric ton of meat. And then we've got the side missions, which are travel to straw fields and harvest 2 animals down from a ground blind. Something wandering around. I'm a bit concerned. I shot it up the bum. I shot it up the bum. I shot it up the bum. First kill of the day. Texas heart shot. It was only a roe deer. Don't get upset, people. Nothing special. So yeah, I got quite a few missions done last night when I was playing, just by myself.
I saw some tracks in that area earlier this morning. Hold on, I'll send the coordinates.
You do that, Connie. So, for example, well, we did a load. We did Red Deer Canyon. We did Trophy to Remember. We did Wild Boars Raving. We did Stop the Disease, I think it was, or something like that. Some of these side missions is what we did, or what I did last night. Did that one. Did that one, 2 roe deer with a 270. I also did the one that required me to get a that one, 2 gold fallow deer. I actually managed to do that last night. I had been struggling because none of my fallow deer were particularly spawning in and scoring very highly. But lo and behold, last night we managed to do it. I'm sure that's that's a rock laid there. I may end up quickly fast travelling north of the map, because I have got a mission that requires me to go to, is it some canyon or some lake or something? Borndorf Lake and harvest a red deer. Now I did the canyon last night. I did the mission in the canyon last night. So we may very well today go and do the other one, the lake, and that gets that ticked off. The one that's going to be probably a little bit tricky for me to do. Oh, hello! Right, I need to figure out what's going on here. Monsters is here in the chat. Sorry, Monsters, I hadn't got the chat opened on my iPad. It was I just got the video full screen. So, sup? Monster says in the chat. It's all good, Monsters. It's Friday. It's the best day of the week. It means the weekend is just ahead. Oh no, it's not a pre-record. It's not one of those. What did they used to call them? Rerun things, wasn't it? Like a rerun type thing that you used to be able to do on Twitch, where you could queue up all your old streams and have them playing. Like a repeat, and people could watch. I used to do that sometimes. I used to just sometimes do that, queue up some of my streams and play them overnight, like at different times of the day when I was like when I'm asleep, when it's night time for me and I'm in bed. I would sometimes run repeats of streams I'd done earlier in the day, just so people who are in different time zones in the world could watch the streams. And it was a great way if I'd streamed, like when I was playing Farm Sim and I used to stream on the same map, and there was a bit of a consistency and a bit of a story to what I was doing. That was very good, because then I could queue up the stream, each of the streams in order, so people, if they wanted to, could sit there and just watch all the way through and know what was going on. But I think Twitch removed that, didn't they? That option to do reruns. People can still watch past broadcasts on a channel and your previous streams for a certain period by just going to your channel and looking at your videos tab, but I don't think you can queue it up for a video to play as if it was a live video, or at least I haven't seen that in the new channel stream manager window thing. Nice. Right, so travel to Borndorf Lake. Okay, now this is why I was doing stuff last night. Borndorf Lake is there. Okay. I didn't unlock that. That's a bit silly. Right, at least I can fast travel to here though, which is good. And I've got my 270 rifle. So I need to find a red deer. Hopefully they shouldn't be they shouldn't be too rare. Hopefully. The male roe deer, not quite the red deer. Can we hop in Discord again? Yeah, I guess we can. What have I got going on? Twitch TV Monsters has sent me a direct message. I'm terrible at stuff because I don't have notifications turned on in Discord. So if people send me direct messages and stuff, I get them eventually. I don't get them straight away because I don't have notifications on. And I got rid of the mobile versions of the apps, of the Discord apps, because people kept posting stuff and I kept getting notified at like 4 o'clock in the morning that people were posting stuff on the server, and it kept waking me up, so I got annoyed. Especially when someone DM'd me once when they were trying to send someone else a message. That really annoyed me. Yeah, I don't like the notification sound. I don't like hearing the little beeps in the background. So I've turned that off. I really hated that. Especially if you're in you're subscribed to several servers. And especially if a server's pretty active, then your PC's just beeping all the time, and that annoyed me. So I've turned off notifications across the whole of Discord. I don't get any beeps or anything. Now, I was looking, like I say, I'm looking for red deer at the minute. And this area of the map, I may want to go a little bit more northern. I know when I did the mission last night in the canyon, that took ages because there didn't seem to be a lot of animals spawning in this part of the world. It took me quite a while of just wandering around the area until eventually the game caught up with the fact that I was here, and then it started to generate animals for me. And I don't think this mission's is terribly specific. It just says harvest a red deer. So it doesn't, it can be, I think, male or female, and I don't think it needs a particular score, so once I get sight of one, I can just drop it, hopefully. I did have some weird missions last night. I had one where I had to kill a bison with a handgun. That's not easy, seeing as the only handguns I'd got at the minute were a 357 and a 45. took about 18 shots to drop one bison. That was a roe deer. He's down there. He spotted me and he's off. He's running. Damn. Bet I've not used my scent limb today, have I? Don't even have it equipped. Let's fix that. Scent eliminator. Quick spray of that. That lasts for 2 hours. So all should be good. That's me 270. I'm carrying the 270 and 243 at the minute because I keep some of the missions are overlapping a little bit. Some of them require me to still kill animals with the 243. Some are now telling me I've got to kill animals with the 270. So I've kind of got to carry both. As a result of that, I am not carrying a handgun, I don't think. Which is a little bit risky. No, I have got a handgun. I've got a handgun. I just don't have it equipped in any slots. Let's think. Maybe drop the bow for the minute out of my... out of my loadout, because I pretty much only use the bow for shooting the bison. And I'm not necessarily needing to shoot bison. I don't think I need to shoot any bison today. I don't know what missions I've got. Pigs. I've got a lot of pigs to kill today. I've got to shoot a ton of pigs. Literally a ton in weight. I've got to harvest at least 10, weighing 100 kilos. What I might try and do is link that in with a couple of other quests I've got to kill pigs. I've been trying to be very efficient with my missions by making sure I try and get a couple, if I can, get a couple done at the same time. So like if I had a mission to kill a fox and then I had a mission to kill a fox in a certain area of the map, I would go to the certain area of the map, kill the fox and tick off both missions at the same time, rather than killing two separate foxes, if that makes sense. I'm doing well as well. Let's look, quick update for anyone who has not seen yesterday's stream or I am level 22. Woo! That's not bad, seeing I was only level 1 on Saturday. I have now shot 182 animals. So that's 82 I shot yesterday across the stream and my playing last night off camera. I have died 8 times though, unfortunately. The bison are real and they take no prisoners. Still looking for a red deer. I'm thinking of moving to a different map as well today. I feel like I've done nearly a week on this one map, and yes, I've made a lot of progress. You know, we've got to level 22, we've unlocked quite a few new weapons and things like that. It might just be nice to have a slightly change of scenery. So I'm thinking of maybe going to Medved, which is definitely different scenery. There's wild boar. There's an antler shed over here. Great. That's free XP. And another collectible ticked. That's quite a big antler as well. That must be definitely from a red deer. Which says we are... What I'm thinking is, out of all the missions I've got left on this reserve, the one that's probably going to give me the most trouble is going to be that taking down a fox from 200 meters. Because I don't know if I can even see one at that distance. Just crawling around the lake, trying to find a red deer. Just need a red deer. Doesn't need to be big. The site doesn't even need to be a male. I just need a red deer that I can put a bullet into. Don't have a whole lot of lake left to explore on this side. And that's roe deer. And what I don't have running today is my little program that enables me just to move myself and all the animals about 100 meters up vertically, so I can have a bit of a look round and see and try and get a lay of the land and see where things are. So I'm kind of having to just make use of walking around. at ground level. I'm trying to spot everything at ground level today. I don't know whether hunting over there would be effective. I mean, I have got red deer lure. I've got the lure for the red deer. So I could always spray some down, go sit, find a spot to sit in and see what happens. See if any come along. But yeah, we're way up here on the top of the map, and I had a mission in this area last night to find droppings from 5 deer, from red deer. That took a while because there's literally nothing up. All my animals tend to be in the sort of middle bit of the map. With a few bison down here in this bit. Obviously all my geese are in this area here where I've got my 2 geese setups, and then obviously I've put quite a bit of hunting pressure down in this area here, but that was from that mission that I was doing yesterday afternoon on stream. But certainly in the area I am now, there's not a lot of animals. But then again, I only reached this area last night, so it might take a few hours for the game to generate some spawns. Especially as I'm not finding any need zones. My stream seems to have frozen. That's a bit weird. Sorry about that. Why? Sometimes that happens. Like it's done it again, I think. Is it? No. I look like I'm still moving. Seems to be quite a delay now on the stream. Only 2 seconds. It just seems a lot more delay. My iPad keeps freezing up. The stream doesn't. The stream's going fine. I'm not dropping frames or anything. It's just my iPad keeps freezing, and I just suddenly noticed then it's quite a bit behind, and like I've just refreshed it and it seems to be quite delayed. Even though the stream only had... Yeah, because I know I've only got a 2-second delay on OBS for connectivity reasons. But yeah, I know it's on my iPad. I'm not logged in on my account. Or should I say, on my iPad, I'm not logged in on the same account that I am streaming on. I'm logged in on my iPad as my chatbot. because my chatbot is a separate Twitch account. It's a separate channel. It's a separate person, basically. And also my iPad is connected to a completely different internet than that I'm streaming on. I'm streaming using my own internet, using my own router and everything. My iPad is connected to the Wi-Fi, the public Wi-Fi. So it's on a completely separate system, which means I can watch the stream in full quality without affecting me uploading the stream. It's not like I'm trying to watch and upload at the same time on one connection. But that's because I'm fortunate enough to live in a house where there are 2 different broadband connections coming into it. Yeah, my PC's hardwired. I don't have any Wi-Fi with my system, my router. Well, I'm fortunate enough that one of the people I share this house with, they have their own internet, and I can't hear a thing because the thunder in game is really loud. They have their own internet. It's not great. They don't have a very fast service. But what they do, they have they decided they wanted to get a Wi-Fi extender so they could access their internet when they are like downstairs on the floor below. So they got a Wi-Fi extender. The only thing they forgot to do on that Wi-Fi extender was actually, you know, secure their Wi-Fi. So basically it's like public. So my iPad is connecting through their internet, and I don't know if they're aware of that. So I'm kind of leeching their internet for my iPad, my phone, any of my wireless devices. And that way then and basically I don't then have to use any kind of my broadband. I don't have to set up. My broadband is just hardwired. I don't have it set up Wi-Fi. I've got the Wi-Fi turned off on my router. My PC is the only thing that uses my broadband. So it's 100% dedicated for streaming and YouTube and still haven't seen any red deer. I must. Well, I'm outside the mission zone now, so I definitely won't see any. I need to get back. I've wandered too far. Got to pay attention to those mission borders. That's kind of the thing with these little with the original maps, the non-DLC maps, because they don't have the waypoint system like Africa and Park Fernando, Yukon, Cuatro Colinas. It's very easy for you to wander off and get lost. And it's like last night when I did the mission where I had to harvest a red deer for the lady. I shot this lovely red deer buck. He's actually mounted on the wall in my trophy lodge. The only problem was because there's no waypoint system, and because I wasn't quite checking the map properly. If this had been like the mission zone for the mission I did last night, I probably shot the deer probably about there. So I was outside the mission zone only just by a fraction. The deer technically was inside the mission zone, but it didn't count. I then had to walk around for about an hour waiting for it to respawn or waiting for another one to appear. Just because I forgot to check the map and check where I was. Honestly, I might give it another couple of minutes. I might just have a quick wander back round this side, and if I haven't seen any red deer, then we'll travel somewhere else and we'll look at doing some of the other stuff that I've got, some of the other missions I've still got available. Like I say, I've got a couple for wild boars, and I have the wild boar caller, so I should be able to do that okay. I also wouldn't mind having another go at geese hunting, because somebody gave me a very interesting bit of advice the other night about the geese hunting, in that what I should do with my decoys is set them up in a U shape, because the geese will try and fly into like the pocket, and I should put my actual blind at the base of the U. So almost picture like an American football like field goal type shape, and that's how you should set up your geese setups. And basically the geese will then try to fly into that U shape, which means they're flying directly at you in your blind, and you should be able to blast them a bit easier out of the because you kind of want to hit you've got to hit them whilst they're in the air technically, although the game doesn't penalise you if you do shoot them on the ground. People apparently get really triggered if you do shoot them on the ground. The real life hunters that play this game, which it is a game. It's therefore designed to be fun. It's not designed to be real life. And I know when I'm browsing the discussion forums on Steam, there does seem to be a lot of divide in players. There are a lot of people who kind of want the game to be like an ultra hardcore, realistic hunting simulator type thing, and then there's people like me who are more like, no, let's just make it fun, let's just make the game fun to play, and between I watch different YouTubers, I watch different streamers, and you've got your big Call of the Wild players like your Flinters, your Zaggy DKs, who I would say are probably in the hardcore hunting simulator bracket, who want a really, hardcore, super grindy experience. And then I also watch people like Fooster, who have a totally different approach. He wants Bigfoot on the map. He wants to be able to hunt a Bigfoot. And he wants to be able to hunt a Yeti on Medved, and just fun things like that, thing I want as a player at some point in time, if the devs ever, you know, are out there, ever listening, ever watching, I'd love to have an option where you can come in here, you're on your reserve, like you go onto your map menu, and there should be an option where it's like population, and you can go into the population file, and it's a bit like, say, like you get a screen like this, and it'll have like all the animals listed that are on that map, and you can go in and like, oh look, if that first one was roe deer, I could go, I don't want 70 of my, you know, what percentage of my animals on the map are roe deer. I'll turn that down, sort of thing. Then it'd be like, if that was fallow deer, I could go, well, actually, I want some more fallow deer on my map, so I'll increase that a bit. And that way, you could tailor-made your maps for how you want to play. And I know some people will be like, oh, but then you're going to turn it into a shooting gallery if you just turn up all the animal populations to ridiculous numbers. Well, there's a way around that. You could have it linked so that, for example, if I want to increase, say if this was the animal population screen, if I wanted to increase, say, fallow deer spawns, I would have to turn down one of the other animals by, say if I turned down, if that was going to be wild boar, I had to turn down wild boar. If I turned down wild boar by 20, I could increase fallow deer by 20. That'd be one way of doing it, rather than, you know, increasing your complete population file across the whole reserve. You can ration things out a bit. I think that would be a cool way of, that'd be a cool addition. That's an option I've always wanted to see added to the game. Because like I say, you end up in situations like I'm in now where I have missions to hunt specific types of animal, and they're just non-existent. They don't appear. So then it's like, okay, I'm kind of stuck. And I am stuck because my guy can't climb up these rocks. So, right, what other missions have we got then? Because I'm not, that's going to take ages. Hirschfelden straw fields. Have I got anything else that requires me to be in straw fields? Yes, I've got 2 missions that require me to be in the straw fields. So let's see where they are on the map. I ought to probably also just quickly okay, so there is a thing for me to photo there. There's the castle is over there. And what's that one? Take a photo of Old Mueller. I don't even know what that is. Travel to Spreeberg and harvest a bunch of animals. Right. Hirschfelden straw fields are down here. Oh, where my geese are. Okay. And there's a blind, ground blind hunting structure. So I've probably got to go there then at some point. Because that's probably the ground blind that the mission is asking me to kill. Something from. Check. Make sure there's no real geese out there. basically, apparently as well, with the geese, they land it into the wind. So right now, if I was to call in geese, they would fly in from that direction. Have I got my geese caller? I haven't. I've got so much stuff to carry. That's got slugs in it at the minute, hasn't it? So I need to change the ammo type to birdshot. I did discover that buckshot no longer works on geese. You don't hold integrity. I think they fixed the geese caller as well from when I mean, I've not really hunted geese much in this game. I probably did it the first time the DLC came out, and then I never did it ever again after that. But I used to remember this caller would make 2 different sounds, 2 different calls. Now it only seems to do the one. Like I say, there was a time when the caller would just do a meep, like a short, very short, like sound, and then obviously it would then do the long call. And I think it depended on whether you tapped the button or held it, but now it doesn't seem to make any difference. It just does the one call no matter what you do. So yeah, the geese will apparently come and try and land from that direction over there, because they'll glide into the wind. They'll put their wings out to act like air brakes, and it's at that point you're supposed to blast them. Not even hearing any. Maybe the weather is scaring them away. It's a bit rainy, it's a bit thundery. They're maybe not flying. I haven't even heard any geese today. Even when I was in that other part of the map, I've not heard them chirping away or squawking away, whatever it is that geese make. Honking. Is it honking? Is that what geese do? They honk. I can't remember. I'm not an animal expert by any means. But I've not heard them. So I wonder how long I need to sit here for before the game goes, oh, wait a minute, we're supposed to have geese. Quick, find them. Load them up. I think that's a case of what's happening a lot of the time in this game. That some of the scripts and stuff that it's supposed to run, it forgets to run. And I don't know if that's a geese over there. It might be a geese. It is. So 3 very easy. Which tells me nothing, because I'm not one of these people that sits there looking at spreadsheets trying to work out what the animals translate to, and I'm not one of these players that sits there and go, oh, that's a diamond because it's, you know, 7.2 kilos and it's got this fur type. Come on, Mr. Goose. You're going to land from that direction, so you're probably doing your final circle. Here he comes. Now I guarantee, as soon as I switch to my shotgun, I will hop out of my. No, I didn't. Oh, too much lead. And I've run out of bullets. Quick. Can I get it as it's flying away? Oh, I did. I've got a hit on it. I've run out of bullets again. Yeah, that's... Righto, cool. See you. He's defensive. Didn't die. Right, hop out. We're not here to hunt geese. We are. We're going to go to that ground blind. Because we've got that mission to do. And we've got that one to do. Harvest 2 animals from a ground blind. So we might be able to combine them. I think if I was actually going to do a serious session on geese hunting, I would have to switch my shotgun. I'd have to get the 12 gauge side by side, because I don't have the pump action unlocked yet. I've got a sneaky feeling that for geese, the 20 gauge just isn't powerful enough to down them, because I hit that goose as it was flying away and it didn't kill it. At least I don't think it. Although I now have a blob on my map, look, where it's gone a little bit slightly dark. So maybe it did bleed out in the end, but it could be dead anywhere on that sort of flight path that it was travelling on. So I'm not going to go try tracking it. Oh, that's a rock over there. Yeah. Now, I don't mean Dwayne Johnson's over there. I mean an actual rock. One of the things this game does really well is troll you by having objects in the world that are slightly coloured and shaped to be, from a distance, look like animals. So you're walking along and out the corner of your eye you see something and you're convinced it's the deer, and you'll get all excited, you'll grab your binoculars or your gun, and it'll be like, ah, it's a rock or it's a log. And I think, I mean, I'm sure the game developers do that on purpose. So we have got foxes in the area. That's good, because I have to shoot one of them from 100 meters. I would love to be able to get one at 200 meters, because then I can tick off another mission at the same time. See, there's a fox there. Trouble is, at this point in time, I don't have a rangefinder, so I have no way of knowing how far that fox actually is away from me. The only thing I can do is kind of walk away. It's like basically do that what I'm doing now. It's spot an animal, go into the map, put a waypoint down, he's just going, if he just sits there, that's going to be perfect. Now I've got to down it with the 270. And I tell you what, because this is a 200 plus meter shot, I switched to mouse and keyboard because I can hold my breath and aim better with the mouse and keyboard than I can with the controller. And I feel so bad for people who play this game on console that can't use mouse and keyboard. Because honestly, aiming and shooting is a heck of a lot easier with mouse and keyboard. I like walking and moving around the map with a controller, because you have the advantage with the controller of being able to walk slow. You can walk slowly, you can sort of just creep, or you can go into like a full walk. So your sound meter on the right, you can kind of control your sound meter a little bit better. Whereas obviously if I just press W on the keyboard, I only have one walking speed. So at this moment in time, I'm making too much noise. My noise meter is ever slight, is 1 bar in the red. The only way I can change that is to like the tap. And obviously because I use a mechanical keyboard, that would get really annoying. It'd also break the keyboard after a while. So that animal walked a little bit beyond where I originally spotted it. I walked back a fair distance, so I'm hoping when I shot it, that was over 200 meters. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that that is a fox taken down. With the 270. Well, I was saying that, he was only just in this hedgerow. I got a hit. I got a hit. Didn't hit any organs, but I got a hit. Oh, there's geese everywhere, look. Wandering about. This must be another one of my geese hunting spots.
You got it! I guess the
217
scope
meters.
did the trick. Well done.
Yes.
So you know that bison problem you've been helping out with? Dr. Bandari thinks he's found an explanation for the spread of the disease. It's likely due to the population being too large and dense for an area of Rindeland size. So, we're employing hunters to help thin it out. Would you mind joining in the effort as well? You will need to harvest 2 cows, female bison, to slow down their mating.
Sure. I can take down 2 cows.
Remember that these aren't infected, so they might prove a bigger challenge than before.
No challenge for me. With my bow and my 600-gram arrows, bison get minced. Come on. Hit him. They just don't die, do they? Harvest in Rinteland. Female bison, yeah, that's an easy mission to do. We don't need to worry about that one too much. Harvest 2 animals down from a ground blind. That's the one I was trying to do. Harvest a fox and earn a silver score or higher. Oh, so I've actually done both missions. I've done the harvest a fox from 200 meters with the 270 scoped, and I also did the mission to take down a fox here on the straw fields for 100 meters. See, efficient mission planning. Try and tick off multiple missions in one area. Have a look, see if you can combine missions. Some missions you can do as part of other missions. And that's kind of how I've been doing things. Once I got over that initial hurdle last weekend of not having any missions but those silly photograph a fallow deer at this lake type missions, which are annoying. Once I actually started getting the hunting missions, the game's been brilliant. It's been so much fun. Trouble is, it's 4:45 in the evening, so I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to lose the 243. I'm going to lose that. I need a my carrying capacity is massively overweight at the minute. Why is that? Probably because I've got all these bloody things. I've got those which I don't need. Not carrying the blinds. Trouble is, I kind of need all the callers, don't I? And the lures. I really don't think a squeaky toy should be half a kilo in weight. All these things are a little bit overweight, I would say. They should really reduce these down. It's the same with your scopes. As if that weighs 2 kilos. As if that bow sight would weigh 2 kilos. I mean, come off it. If you had a 2 kilo sight on your bow, you wouldn't be able to hold it. Draw, aim, because that would kill your bloody arm. I don't care how fit you are. Right, we're not going to need 20 gauge because I've got rid of the shotgun. Can't carry it. That's the problem. Tell you what we'll do. We'll drop the 270 for a second while we do a little bit of geese hunting. I'm going to need some 12 gauge. I got true sights. It's weird that you see, I haven't hunted with the literally have not hunted with the side-by-side shotgun. I'll be perfectly honest, normally I only use the the pump action. On my previous save game with my previous character, I leveled up my shotgun score by shooting ducks, and 20 gauge is perfectly fine for ducks. It's perfectly fine. Okay, so weapons. We want the Caversham 12. I'm actually going to move my goose caller up a little bit. Scent eliminator can go back on there. Ammo, we're going to want birdshot. And I believe I've got now true vision sights. Oh yeah. It's doing that thing again. I turn in and face that direction. I can hear a tractor. I turn that way, can't hear it. I'm pretty sure that's not how ears work, but you know. So they're pretty much at this moment in time, if geese were to appear, the supposed to fly directly into the wind. A couple of little groups coming in. Crap. Oh, I'm terrible. Even worse. Again. I just... Oh, the son of a bitch fucking game. Why does it keep getting out of the blind every time I change? Because the controller uses the same... But because the controller has so limited buttons, they use the same button for multiple keybinds. So, select item is the same as exit blind. So I've got to remember, if I want to switch, I ought to do it on my mouse. Because then I've got access to the number buttons. Or just reach forward and smack the keyboard. So yeah, despite people saying you're supposed to shoot the geese in the air, I'm not having a lot of luck shooting geese in the air. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to let them land and then shoot them. There's a male fallow deer somewhere behind me. I keep seeing things on my monitor. I keep thinking to myself, oh, that's an animal. is an animal. I could shoot that. No, I can't, because I've got rid of my rifle. I've only got my shotgun. Because the plan was to hunt some geese. It's gonna rain in a minute. You can see the clouds getting a bit ominous looking. I wonder if I could tempt Mr. Roe Deer in. No. Here it comes. Right. Yeah. No, I don't want that. Welcome back, monsters. That was a 45. Felt like a good hit. That thing's off and running. That responded quite nicely to the spray that I put down. Just a 45 is not a powerful handgun. Of course, I didn't hit any organs, so that's going to be particularly woeful. I'll probably come back then, I would imagine. I doubt it'll die. Yeah, bleed rate very low. Back to me little ground blind. I don't know where all the geese are. Where are the geese? They definitely seem to have had their numbers turned down since the DLC first came out. Because you used to get loads of them. One above me. Come on down. Come on. Here he comes. Oh, you will land miles over there, won't you? He's kind of hiding behind that need zone icon. Oh. Forget I've only got 2 shots. Hey! Shot a goose at last. It's a gold. Kind of wondering if I need to move this closer. Which I can't do because I don't have the carry capacity. Like I said, I think my setup's a bit bad. I should be in a U shape. The decoy should be in a U shape, and I should be at the base of the U in my little thing here. I can hear dogs barking. Who's got dogs in the game? And shut them up. Tell them to be quiet. Oh, I've got a perk point. I should probably spend that. What to go for? Steady aim when changing stance with handguns. That's not really very useful. I would much prefer lightning hands, but I don't want to have to buy into Ranger. Although maybe Ranger would be good for me at the minute instead of zeroing. Because at least then I can tell how far an animal is away from me when I'm aiming at it. What about shotgun perks? Any of them any good? Increases the speed of entering and exiting aim mode with any weapon. Or decreases edge blur when using shotguns. Or do we go archery perks? We go archery perks. There's a gaggle coming in now. What game are you currently playing? Fortnite, yeah. I would definitely rage at Fortnite because it's a shite game. It's not a game. All them battle royale things, they're rubbish. Oh, those geese, they're gonna land. Come on. Come on. There's even a little fox running across the screen. Bless him. Right, they're all down. You're telling me all these geese and I didn't hit one? Oh, I can't aim up high enough. I think I should stick to duck hunting on Leighton Lakes. I can hit ducks. Can't hit the geese. Yeah, I hit nothing. Oh, no I did. Because there's a blood splatter. So annoying. I'm going to try something a bit different this time. I'm going to sit over this side. Oh no, I did hit a duck. There's a dead one over here. There's also some deer in that field over there. So I was thinking, or I thought that may have counted as a ground blind for mission purposes. Doesn't seem to. So we've got a fox over there who's a 6 hard. I think that's that female roe deer that I shot with my handgun earlier. Okay, monsters. Taken to hiding in the bushes now. There's some geese coming in. Here they come. Canada geese. It's just so painful only having 2 shots. And having to reload. There's a shotgun you can get later on which has six round capacity. And that's much better for taking down geese and stuff. Right, back to my tent. Let's get rid of the shotgun because I'm not liking this. Not liking hunting geese. Grab me 270 again, I'm thinking. Yeah, get rid of that. We'll go Huntsman or Stradivarius. Does it make any difference apart from the look? Stradivarius. Get rid of the bullets, don't need them. Don't need that. Have I unlocked anything new recently? Coachmate, 4570, that's what I've been waiting for. The 4570 lever action rifle. That is so good now since the the game update last week, because it works on so many animals and it holds integrity. Hey, there's the pump action. It's unlocked. Yay! So it's Grankin shotgun I don't have because that's locked behind missions on Medved. So I need to go to Medved. Okay then, monsters. Uh, 4570 hollow points. I might as well wait then until I've got the polymer tips, because then I've got class 4 to 9, weapon class 4 to 9. That's so good. Oh, we don't get 12 gauge slugs until shotgun score 3243. Lever action scope, gonna need that for a 4570. True vision sights for the 4570. And for the region. Don't think we've unlocked anything handgun wise. Still haven't unlocked any shotgun scopes yet. Got 3 kilos of carry capacity. That's not really gonna with much. I'm pretty much covering all the bases, aren't I? What does the 45 cover? Weapon classes 2 to 5. Perfect. 4 to 8 on the 270s. Two to 7 on the tracer arrows. So yeah, I could even bow hunt roe deer and fallow deer if need be. Did we unlock any new callers yet? Could really do with the red deer caller, but we're not getting that anytime soon. We now have blacktail deer, elk scent, and moose scent. Those might be more useful to me when I go to Medved. What have I just activated? No. I keep... My iPad is pressing buttons. Look how the geese troll me. Right. Lose that. Weapons, Stradivarius, Bear Claw, ammo, polymer tips, broadheads, sights, Hyperion, bright side rangefinder, there we go, roe deer scent, roe deer caller, antler rattler. What else have we got? Wild boar caller, and I'm probably gonna need predator jackrabbit caller. I've got loads of scent eliminators, which that's where we're going, or where we should have been going. Tell you what, before we wander off too far, Lumia Pepper, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel, Lumia Pepper. First new follower of the day. Let's buy some more 270 bullets, please. Because I don't have a lot left. I've only got 17. We'll keep it just under 50. We'll keep it just under 50. Of course the geese had come now because I've put my shotgun away. That female roe deer is still there. It may have to die. It may have to. I'm pretty sure that's the one I hit earlier anyway. Won't hold integrity with that because obviously the 270 is too powerful for the roe deer. But I am working within the 20 kilo capacity today. Carry capacity. So I can't carry 20 different rifles today. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that for the real small animals like roe deer and stuff, there's the chance that they're going to get quite close. If they do get close to me, I'm hoping the handgun works on them. Oh look, there's a goose down over here. No, it's not. It's the deer. It is the deer. Okay. That's the one I shot with the handgun earlier. So, no, different animal. So there's two roe deer out here somewhere then. There's the one I've just shot. There's the other one then. Right, okay. I've got a fallow deer who's... Really, you're just going to stand there face on. You're not going to give me a broadside? Not going to give me a side on? Fine, I'll take a heart shot then. If you're not going to turn around, I'll have to heart shot you. Not ideal. There's always a risk that you miss, and then you end up with just a flesh hit, and then you spend hours tracking. You spend hours tracking what you've hit. But yeah, you went a long way. flesh hit. So yeah, it took a bit of a while to die, that one. And then we've got Mr. Fallow Deer up here. We'll grab the little need zone. Monster over here. Just to activate it. Now it's added to the map will start spawning animals, thus maintaining your animal population file. Hello? Silver, flesh, heart. Absolutely perfect shot placement. Look at that. Never stood a chance. It didn't. Oof. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Oof. And as Bon Jovi so eloquently put it, he was shot through the heart, and I'm to blame. I give hunters a bad name. Right. So, mission score is harvest 2 animals down from a ground blind in the straw fields. This is a ground blind. And these are straw fields. Now, I'm thinking to myself, maybe put down some roe deer scent. Preferably somewhere in line with that. So, yeah, here's a good spray. And hopefully by spraying it close, we have the option of having them come in like, you are a roe deer and you're resting. I would like to see you get up, Mr. Roe Deer or Mrs. Roe Deer. Where has it gone? One of the things I am going to do is go into my system settings. DIY need zone icons off. Get some things off my screen. Makes it a bit clearer. I mean, technically I could shoot her from right now. I could hit her. She's not moving anywhere. She's just a long way away for me to go and pick her up. That's the only thing. Let's see. Just out of curiosity, how far away was that? 363 metres. Yeah, I perhaps should have changed my zeroing, shouldn't I? I missed, basically. I didn't have my gun set to the right distance. As far as ground blinds go, I don't know who built this one, but they didn't put it in a very good spot, did they, really? You don't exactly have the greatest of views from it. We are picking up a fallow deer call from over yonder. Make a few little antler rattles, see if we can't tempt any fallow deer in the area to wander into the killing range. I don't think you get scent lures for fallow deer, do you? I could be wrong, but I've not seen one. I wonder if I mean, I don't know how much of an actual effect the zeroing makes to your shots and stuff, and how much bullet drop I potentially would have got between being set at 150 and where that roe deer was laid. I'll be honest, on my previous save game, I never used the zeroing perk. Skill, whatever you want to call it. Never even equipped it. Played all the way up to level 57. Never had that perk. Or any of the perks that requires you to activate them. I deliberately stayed away from all those things. And like I say, I got to level 57 and I got and killed lots of stuff. So I'm wondering if I've done goofed. I want to get out of here. I'm wondering if maybe I should take zeroing off my skill set. Quick. Back to the blind. Go. Where's me squeaky toy? Before I couldn't see that in that field from here. I still don't really see it. No good using my scent spray because the wind's blowing from basically towards me, so the scent spray would not go to where the deer was. I can hear it moving around. I think it's behind me. I really don't like these blinds. They don't give you the greatest of views. Go squeaky dog toy again. There is an animal here, but I think it's in that sort of direction. That's what it sounds like to me in my headphones. I don't quite know how to get it to come round in front of me. I thought this blind was going to help me do the mission, but we literally had a roe deer come right up behind us, look. Not ideal. And then it's obviously travelled down the road that way. I'm just going to wander over to where I spotted it and tried to shoot that one earlier. Just to see if maybe I did hit it. I'm not sure I did. Again, because it was a lot further away than I thought. The male fallow deer running around over there. What I'm probably going to have to do is put down some of my own portable blinds in this area. Because we've definitely got animal activity in the area. No doubt about it. It's just where that one is placed, the actual one on the map is placed, it's not in a great spot. And it doesn't give great visibility. Whereas if I put one of my own down, I can put it in a better position where at least I'll have a clear view of a couple of fields. Okay, he's in front of me now. He's over there. Wonder if I should try and get his attention with a bit of a rattle. a couple of little rattles there. We've got, I think, roe deer sneaking down this hill. Thunder. Where'd Mr. Fallow Deer go? Oh, hello. We've shot this 89 meters with an arrow. Yeah, I think the zeroing perk is messing me up. I don't really want that because it's changing my. It's setting my weapons to shoot at a certain distance. I don't really want that. I might have to respec. I don't know if I can actually take that skill off. Did I hit it? Oh, I may have hit it. No, I didn't. I've just got drop-ins. And I most definitely didn't hit the one earlier with the 270. I don't think. No, because that's just droppings as well. Yeah, I might have to look into taking off that zeroing perk. As I say, I never used it previously. People would always comment in the YouTube videos, oh, you should really get the zeroing perk. You should get the zeroing perk. And I never, like I say, I never used it. And I had no problem shooting animals from however far away. I think my longest shot was about 327 meters. And that was, like I say, without the zeroing. Guessing if there's a tent there, that means my another geese spot. Travel to, I can't even pronounce that, and harvest 2 animals down with a handgun. Travel to Schonfeld and harvest a bison downed within 30 meters. Yeah, you want to put me in trample zone, don't you, matey? Oh, Vinay Bandari or whatever your name is. You want me to get trampled. Travel to Ritterstein and harvest a boar. We tried that red deer lake. That red deer at the lake didn't work. Travel to Spreeberg. Harvest 3 road deer. Or what we can do is switch to a different reserve. I've spent quite a bit of time on Leighton, so let's go Medved. Let's mix it up a little bit and make everybody watching the stream feel cold now because it's all snowy.
Hello? Are you there? Hello? There you are. Добро пожаловать. Welcome to Medved Taiga National Park, my friend. Not that we are friends, yet. I'm Hada Alena Hasavovna, but you can call me Alena. I'm your primary contact, so you and I will be friends in no time.
No, we won't be friends. I
I put together this cross-disciplinary expedition to study the effects of climate change in this region. My team and I are scientists, not activists, so this isn't a political thing. We are only interested in data, verifiable facts.
Locate a track, shoot
That
an
said,
animal, harvest
the
an
taiga is
animal.
not the most hospitable place. Gathering data and assessing the animal population here is difficult enough in spring and summer, but in winter it becomes dangerous. Not just for us, but for the local wildlife. That's why we called you in. The professional. You have a reputation for being a humane but effective hunter. My kind of hunter, I hope.
I don't know where she
Before
heard
we
that.
get down to the nitty-gritty business, I can hear your stomach rumbling all the way here at base camp. Start by getting yourself some protein.
It's perfectly fine. No, don't worry about my stomach
I
grumbling.
have hunted many deer, or at least I used to hunt them near your location. Look around for tracks. They should be plentiful.
Don't worry about my stomach rumbling, lady. It's Friday, which means it's chippy tea night. I'm having chippy tea tonight, so don't worry about my belly grumbling at the minute. I'm saving myself for large mixed meat and chips with curry sauce. Nom 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 nom. You have to. It's the law. In England, on a Friday night, you must have chip shop tea. You must have fish and chips or whatever. I don't eat fish because I'm allergic, so I tend to go for mixed meat, which is I think it's lamb. Is it lamb? And then I think it's and then it's chicken tikka. And then I get them to put chili sauce on it and cheese, grated cheese, and then I get the normal chip shop curry sauce and pour on top of that. Oh, it's just it's a taste sensation, that's what it is. Welcome to Siberia.
If you're going to rest tonight, you need to find an outpost, and that means knowing where one is. You can only see so much from the ground, so unless you brought your rocket boots, you have to climb the nearest lookout point. I've marked the location on your hunter mate.
Your rocket
Happy
boots.
hiking.
Happy hiking. Your rocket boots. The more she talks and the more she kind of says stuff, the more likely I'm going to end up speaking with a Russian accent myself, just to make fun of her more than anything, and make fun of the Russian people, where it is so cold they have to share coat among entire family. Each person gets a sleeve. Wow. Been on the new map for 2 minutes and I've shot 2 animals, which is a 2,000,000% improvement over Hirschfelden when I started on that map. And also, in the 2 minutes I've been on this map, I've probably offended every Russian person. But hey, guess what? Deal with it. Yeah, I'm not getting integrity on must deer because they're only class 2, so I've got to shoot them with either handgun or bow and arrow. Oh look, my first moose prints. The first moose. Oh, it's a reindeer. I thought that was moose. I believe reindeers have true racks now. And again, it shows you how long it's been since I've played on this map. When I played on this map, they didn't have true racks. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the reindeers look like now. They've got proper. They'll have actually varying antlers. I also need to start a new trophy lodge. Somebody remind me when I go to do the trophy lodge stuff that I need to create a new lodge for the animals I harvest on this reserve. Basically, I'm having a trophy lodge for each of the maps. So if you go to my Spring Creek lodge at the moment, all the animals on display in there are the ones I've shot on Hirschfelden. I'll create another lodge, and then all the animals in that will be the ones I shoot on this map. I'm just trying to figure out, though, whether I need to do it as a Spring Creek lodge or as a Saskia lodge. Because generally speaking, we've got brown bears, which are big, moose, which are big, reindeer look big, but I think are only technically a medium-sized animal. We've then got musk deer, Eurasian lynx. What else am I missing? Eurasian lynx, musk deer, reindeer, moose, brown bear. There's got to be another animal. There can't just be 5. There must be something else on this map. What am I missing? This map doesn't have rabbits or hares, does it? Reindeer. Tell you what, if I get up to the top of this tower and I survey it, I wonder if I can spot reindeer. And shoot it from up here. I get confused though, because I think there's an achievement. There's an achievement in the game to shoot a fox. Right.
This lookout offers quite a view. From up here, you can see outposts, hunting grounds, and all the nature you can feast your eyes on. The nearest outpost location is marked on your hunter mate. Go there now to rest, resupply, and take shelter. You may want to fix up the place. It hasn't seen much use since winter came.
Wild boar. This is another map that has pigs on it. Asian links down there somewhere. So yeah, I think the next when I'm on Hirschfelden, I've got to remember at some point I've got to climb up one of these towers, and I need to shoot a fox from up here because the game has an achievement for that, and I haven't done it. I was looking at my achievements last night and I was like, yeah. A couple that I really should think about actually doing. I do seem to recall when I played this on my previous character, I did shoot a moose from up here. There was a moose down in the trees down there, and I shot that from up here. So, yeah. I think it's me getting a little bit confoozled between heard that. That's that reindeer. Can I do an antler rattle? Will that get his attention? Right, I can move all the way to this side. That's that Eurasian lynx again, I think. There's Mr. Reindeer. It's fleeing. Also, have you noticed my track colours have changed? Inactive track colour. Every reserve has its own colour settings. I'm trying to obviously pick the colours that I know stand out well on snow. On white. Alright, so we've got to go get our outpost. So we've at least got a bed to sleep in. And somewhere to respawn if we should die. Oh, you can interact with the toilet. Progress. This was the first DLC map that came out for the game. So the devs put things in like that. Things which you... Okay, that sounded... Honestly, that sounded quite terrifying. It's a lynx. So what? And it's warning me. Because I'm not in a position where I can really see it. The lynx respond to predator calls? It's ever so weird because the wind blowing through the trees, because the trees are obviously quite frosty and the leaves are quite frozen, it kind of makes it sound like there's an animal walking, and it's not, it's just the wind in the leaves. Oh, of course, there's another thing someone said to me the other day. Go into your display, turn on VSync. Nearly completed the weekly challenge. Need to harvest 3 more animals with harvest check complete. The daily challenges, though, require me to be on a completely different map. They want me to be on Leighton Lakes. Now, it's going to be very difficult for me to pass a harvest check on a musk deer. Because I don't have the weapons. My best hope is finding moose, reindeer and pigs. No, it's already midday. It's already 12 o'clock in game. Right, we've got moose. We've got a level 2 miner. I think a 270 will take down a moose, but I've definitely got to hit lungs. Definitely got to hit lungs. Aimed a little bit high to account for a little bit of bullet drop. With a bit of luck. That'll be our first moose on Medved. It didn't have a particularly impressive set of antlers. That was quite a small male. I want to find one with like a great big 10-foot span, you know, get one of them. It's a shame that all my all the moose that I have got in my trophy manager currently, none of which are on display in lodges, because I've took all my trophies out of the lodges. I deleted most of my trophy lodges because with the scoring update, a lot of the old trophies are just broken. They give the wrong scores for the animals. Like, you're never going to harvest a 900 rated moose ever again. You're not going to harvest a level, you know, you're not going to harvest a level 1, a 1000 rated animal. we've got tracks. I need to find the blood splatter, really. Tell you what. Seriously, you're gonna warn me? You are so lucky that I can't see you. Right now. Well, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk heading into this area because I do need to find what I shot.
Siberian moose are among the largest in the world. Even the brown bears don't mess with them. But the bold lynx will make a run at a calf now and again. Bringing one down is always impressive.
Yeah, bringing them down is very impressive. I need to figure out where he ran to. That's not his... No, his footprint. Yeah, this magenta might not be the colour for this map. I might need something a little bit darker. Thing is, I know you died because the map's got a funny colour. And I know I got vitals. Might only be single lung. But it was vitals. God, this thing went a long way. And then it kind of turned round. As moose so often do, because moose are a bit thick. They will return to where you shot them. Or they will try to return to where you shot them. So we've got a moose. He was only a silver, 474. He's a 2 minor. He doesn't have paddles, so he doesn't have like the big paddles, so not going to be hunting him. Dollo Grove, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel, Dollo Grove. Of course, now somewhere on the map there's going to be a bleeding female moose as well. the female that I shot. How far away were we from where I... see, the area's gone a little bit darker purple now. Which means there's every chance she's dead somewhere too, if I can find her. Of course, this is our outpost. We must claim it. There we go. Outpost claimed.
You have arrived. Our outposts are no 5-star hotels, but they beat sleeping outside. Once you fix the place, you can rest and resupply here anytime.
Our outpost be sleeping outside.
Now that you're comfortable, or as comfortable as anyone can be out here, I need you to help one of the other team members, Gunther Baden, at a campsite in Rybatsky Bay. You might have an easier time calling it Fisherman's Bay. We haven't heard from him since the blizzard last week. His last mobile communication said he was low on food. Gear up to hunt deer. Bring hungry Gunther some fresh meat.
Here's an interesting thing. Why is it that on every single map you play, why is the person that you're always doing, one of the people that you're always doing missions for or about, why are they always called Baden?
Gunther Baden is our photographer. I tell you, he comes as highly recommended as you, but the truth is he comes very, very cheap. Gunther arrived about a week ago to set up remote cameras all across this region, Ledinoy Bay. He loaded up an ATV with plenty of supplies, but like I said, we haven't heard from him since the storm. It's normal for people to disappear for a few days in the taiga. But Gunther, unlike you, his resume grossly exaggerated his wilderness survival skills. He is more of a passionate amateur than a consummate professional. Thanks for hunting on his behalf.
Spoiler warning for anybody who doesn't know. This Gunther Baden fella, he's dead. Oh, let's just say that. He's already dead. But no, he didn't get killed by an animal. That that would have been far more pleasurable for him. How he actually dies is a lot worse. And honestly, makes this place very scary to be hunting in. A bit like the Park Fernando map. The person you're working for on that map, also very scary. She basically admits to assassinating like politicians and stuff. It's like, whoa, hang on a minute. She's like part of the mafia or something. That, honestly, that the main story arc in the person who gives you all the quests in Park Fernando really put me off playing that map. Because it pretty much became a case of I am working for someone who is, you know, really dodgy. Who's not afraid to kill people who don't agree with what she thinks. And that was quite frightening. It was also quite annoying at one point in Park Fernando where she has you going around shooting these targets and stuff. It's like, oh, can you do this shot? And she like sets up decoys. So she sets up a deer at like 500 meters behind a tree, and she asks you to stand in a certain spot and see if you can hit it. And then you find out at the end, once you've done all these like shooting tests, that the reason for it is because basically she killed people. You know, she shot this politician at 500 meters. And now basically she's got evidence that you are capable of doing the shot. So it's like she's trying to frame me. I think that's the female moose. So may have missed. May have missed quite badly. May have got a little bit low with that first shot. I was trying to go for the heart. Think I missed. And then tried to overcompensate by rushing a quick follow-up shot before she ran off into the trees, never to be seen again. But like I say, moose typically are very dumb. So there's a good chance she'll come back in a minute and give me another chance to shoot her. Point she was stood facing me. And then I know for a fact she's taken off running in said direction. hopefully I can find her, kill her, harvest her, and then at that point that will be it for this afternoon stream. I unfortunately have to finish streaming a little bit early on a Friday because I have a job to do. Or should I say, not a job to do, I have a task that I have to go and do on a Friday evening. Every other night of the week I do the task, but it's at 3:45. But on a Friday it's 3:15 for some reason. So I have to stop the stream a little bit early on a Friday afternoon, just so I can go and do the task I have to do. But there was a bit of a development yesterday, which means maybe I won't need to do this task for much longer. And not just on a Friday, but in the other days of the week as well. It may be a case that I'm not going to need to do it. It looks to me like the moose has tried to turn round. Which, if she did, I most definitely didn't see her. But I think she's gone up here now. And the worrying thing is, I'm only getting footprints now. So I wonder if I wonder if she's heading back to the need zone, because like I say, moose are pretty dumb. Especially the cows. The cows are very, very flipping retarded. I'm not hearing any warning calls from her. Which could, of course, mean she's actually really flipping trekked off. Yeah, I mean, there's no blood trail now, so she stopped bleeding, which means she's not going to be losing health. Huh. Perhaps I ought to go grab whatever that is. So the mission says I've got to harvest an animal. Just an animal. Doesn't specify a particular type, species, breed. I may have to put POI icons back on just so I can see things like that a little bit more visible. Because obviously where I place the waypoint on the map doesn't actually tie up exactly with the position of the doesn't tie up exactly with the position of where the point of interest is. So as a result, sometimes you can head towards the waypoint and not see the point of interest thing. And you kind of have to hunt round a bit to find it. I mean that one was only a couple of meters out, but sometimes there can be, you know, quite a significant distance. Right. Well, I don't think I'm going to be shooting anything else now today at this point. I'm just basically heading back to the outpost. So thank you to everyone who's tuned in and watched today during the stream. Thank you to anybody who has followed during today's stream. That is most appreciated. My plan for the upcoming weekend is that I am aiming to stream Saturday and Sunday. Not sure what game I will be streaming this weekend. It won't be Call of the Wild. I will be changing the game this weekend. I will be playing something a little bit different. I've played this all week, so I'm ready for a break. Might do Farm Sim. Might go back and do some Farm Sim. I don't know if Mr. Helgi will be about and wanting to do any multiplayer. Obviously the server is up and running, so... And I've just renewed it for another 90 days, so it'd be nice if someone used it. And someone played on it, so I might go give that a bit of a go. And just play it by ear, I suppose. See what I feel, see what I fancy. So yeah, that's it. Really, from me at this point. Thank you again, everyone who has tuned into today's stream, and for people who are following and supporting each day and going along. Thank you to, obviously, Monsters for hanging out again and chatting a little bit throughout the stream via the Discord voice chat. So yeah, I will see you all again very soon. Goodbye for now. Bye bye.